06 glider tow. Right hand turn at 1.9.
Alright. So we bring the stick back and the skid plate off the ground. Now we're balanced on the main wheel. Now we just have to wait until we can attain flying speed. There's 40 miles an hour. Should be up off the ground by now. There we go. Now we just hang out down here. Wait for this aircraft. Get off the ground. Landing's up. And now we fly with him, keeping the wings on the horizon. Probably hit a few bumps today, just a bit of wind coming over the ridge. if we move the stick to the left and to the right, that dips our wings. So if I go left stick, left wing goes down. I go right stick, right wing goes down. So I want you to try that for me. Right stick, left stick, good. Right stick, excellent. Back to center. Very good. Next thing's going to be pitch. So if we ease back a little bit on the stick, we see a little bit less ground, a little more sky, but then we also start to slow down. So we can't do that for too long. So we release a bit of that back pressure, we start to see more ground, less sky. We start to speed up. Does that make sense? Yep. So I want you to give that a try for me as well. Nose goes up, and nose goes down. Very good. Last one's going to be our yaw. So if you put your feet on the rudder pedals, if you push on the left rudder pedal, nose goes left, yaw string goes left. Push on the right rudder pedal, yaw string goes right, nose goes right. Okay? So if we put all those together, we get a turn. So if I go a left-hand turn, I go left stick, a little bit of left rudder, and just enough back pressure to keep the same amount of ground all the way through the turn. Basically, you want the horizon, which is the fuzzy line where the ground meets the sky, to intersect the pitot tube, which is the metal tube in front of us, at exactly the same point throughout the entire turn, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to say you have control, I want you to respond I have control, and I want you to try a left-hand turn, okay? So you have control? I have control. Very good. Try a left-hand turn for me. See how our nose is coming up? Yeah, there you go. Nice small movements. Small adjustments. That's how the controls work. Any questions?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Great. So we've only got about 200 feet until we have to enter our circuit, so I'm going to start to set us up for a nice entry here. I'm going to do a left-hand turn. Basically, we want to fly parallel to the runway in the opposite direction to where we're going to be landing. And then we have to fly perpendicular for a little bit to get to our final approach. And then once we're on our final approach path, we just have to manage where we're coming down with our spoilers. And the spoilers are big red things I was checking earlier. They come down from the bottoms of the wings and the tops of the wings, and they help us to interrupt our lift so that we can descend a little bit quicker than normal. Okay? I'm going to continue taking this out here for a second. Got a nice area of lift, probably off the junkyard down there. Lots of nice hot cars on a day like today, catching the sun rays and giving off lots of heat. Hot air rises, cold air sinks, right? So if we stay in hot air, that means we can actually climb a little bit, or at least avoid losing altitude. So I'm turning around to the left here to enter our circuit. About 10 knots on the ground, so we'll fly 60 base and final, 50 right now, going a little fast. Mountain View traffic, glider November Whiskey Oscar on a right hand downwind, runway 06 Mountain View. Trim is set where I want it. Traffic, we do have traffic on the runway, but they should be out of our way soon. If not, we'll go for the alternate, which is the grass on the left. Straps in, strapped in, you're strapped in. Canopy's closing lock, doors closed.
Mountain View traffic, Golf Quebec Kilo, departing 06 Mountain View, glider to right turn into 1.9.
We're still on a good track here for our circuit. Starting to come up to our 45 degrees here, and we're also approaching our base turn altitude. Want to be established for 1,000. I'm going to start that turn now. Just angle out a little bit on our base here. Wind today, so it looks like we're drifting across the ground like Tokyo Drift. We're actually pretty coordinated. This just that the air mass that we're in is moving us a little bit sideways. We are a little high, so I'm going to do something called a forward slip to lose a bit of altitude. That just takes our wings out of the airflow, makes them a little bit less efficient. And we're going to try 55 on our final approach speed instead of 60. Controlled stop here. There we go. How was that?
Amazing.
Awesome. Glad you had a good flight. So you can go ahead and undo your straps. And then you can unhook the canopy there. Very good.
Is your seatbelt undone? Okay, so stand up.
Great
Put your
work,
hands
sir.
here.
Have a good day.
Put your other hand there. Now brace yourself. Stand up. Swing your right leg out and onto the pedal. Good. Now off.